Hi, I'm Stephen Bailey, and welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show. I feel like I should do something.
What would you like to do? We could do an interview.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Should I interview you?
Yeah, interview me.
So, Sarah.
Hi.
What is your favourite meal at McDonald's?
Favourite meal? It depends. If I'm on a diet, then I'll just get a 5-piece chicken select meal.
Oh my god, I love those.
With sour cream and large fries. Diet Pepsi cancels it out.
Yeah. If you have a water as well, it's like nothing's happened.
Exactly.
You can eat what you want as long as you drink water.
Perfect.
That's what Courtney Cox, our cat, says.
But if it's a cheat day, then Big Tasty with bacon.
Isn't every day a cheat day?
Exactly.
Should be. It's 2017. Let people live.
Exactly. And they are delicious, but I think they're a seasonal item.
Is it real food? That's the question on everyone's lips. Or hips.
I'm still here, so it must be
That's true. That's
nutritious
true.
and delicious.
There's a 2-floor KFC here in Basingstoke. Just walk past it.
Perfect.
And I'm doing the 5-2 diet. Today's a 2-day, so I can't enjoy it.
Why not?
Can't eat on a 2-day.
So what does that mean? What do they have?
For me,
What do you do on the
on a 2-day,
Yeah.
you can only have 500 calories. It's so annoying.
There's not many calories in beans. You can have the barbecue beans.
With the gravy.
Exactly.
Oh, fit.
But you got to think too, with performing, there's going to be a calorie deficit. So that's probably what.
Yeah, with all the gesticulating.
Yeah. So like Michael Flatley probably burns off what 10-20,000 calories, and you're probably more than that. So.
Yeah. Well, Cheryl Fernandez Versini, or whatever she's calling herself now, I've seen her eat KFC.
Have you?
So if she's had KFC and then looks that lovely, clearly you just need to dance to Love Machine.
But she probably walked that KFC from her house in another city.
That's true, and that's
Yeah.
why she's so slender.
Exactly.
I get Ubers everywhere.
Do you?
Yeah.
So I've never. I don't quite understand. I've got an account. Do you know what I did though? I got Uber, and I got Uber food.
Oh, Uber
And then-
food
'cause
is
then
good.
they just bring you food. Is that right?
Yeah.
They take you to food.
No, they bring food to you,
Do they?
which is exactly what I'm after.
Well, KFC, get some barbecue beans, then we can Uber some food in.
I would totally Deliveroo some Nando's. I was seeing this guy recently, and I said to him, I was like, I'm really excited to have sex with you today because I've just downloaded Deliveroo, and so then we can have Nando's in bed afterwards. So he was like, so you're not interested in the sex, you're interested in the chicken? And I was like, exactly, that's why I like you. We're on the same wavelength.
Can you give delivery instructions to say, because sometimes you go, if it's a parcel, leave it behind a bin with a neighbour.
Yeah.
Can you say, can you deliver it to the third window along, which could be the bedroom? So then you just.
That would be a really good idea.
Really good idea.
My bedroom's in like the loft though, so I don't know how they would do it, but we
Throw
could
it.
figure it. No, don't throw my peri peri chicken. I'd rather you throw him. Yeah, you don't throw my chicken pizza.
You picture the full bit.
I pizza the
You
food.
need like a winch system so you can.
I just need like a pulley, don't I? Like if I get a crate and a rope.
Exactly.
I mean, that's something I would be open to.
You know, this was literally my third question, and we've
Oh,
jumped
no.
into that one first.
What's the third? Okay.
No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna let you take over.
Okay.
Take the reins.
Welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show.
Hi. Welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure in sunny Basingstoke.
Sunny Basingstoke.
Stay, it's
Who knew this shithole could look so nice?
It's amazing, isn't it? And there's
Yeah.
mirrors everywhere.
Yeah, there are a lot of mirrors. There's a lot of. I don't think they've redecorated in here for a while.
No.
That's okay.
But they've got a lot to reflect on.
That's they really do.
Yeah. So you are, of course, a comedian. How long have you been a comedian? Is it something you always wanted to do?
So I've been a comedian now for 6 years, and I didn't always want to be a comedian.
Astronaut?
Yes, an astronaut. No, I used to want it to be either Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because I wanted to save people, or I wanted to be, I mean, my dream when I was like growing up was like, I'm going to be a lawyer and I'm going to own a BMW. I'm going to live in a semi-detached in Dane Bank, which is where my parents are from. And I'm going to marry a wife and have 2 kids. And that's not happened. So I was like, well, I'll be a comedian.
You can still live near your parents.
Oh, I still plan on doing that.
There you go.
Threatening to buy a terrace near them.
You should.
Yeah.
Semi-detached. Live the dream.
No, I don't know if I want to live the dream anymore. They've bought a bungalow and I think that's perfect for a gay man. because it's just like one floor, couple of rooms. Well, up for that.
Sounds good. And for Nando delivery, it's a lot easier.
Definitely. I mean, it's all about, I'm going to pick a house on how I can get Nando's delivered easily. That's what it's all about. And a bungalow would make sense because, like you said, just open the window, take it in.
Exactly. Now, can you tell me who your comedy inspirations are? Who makes you laugh? When you're not up there on stage, who do you watch in your spare time?
I have really weird. So I love Sally Webster from Coronation Street. I think she's really hilarious.
One of the best.
One of the best. Her and Tim, I could sit and watch all day. They should have a spin-off. But for actual stand-up, I like American women. So I like Amy Schumer, Kathy Griffin, Chelsea Handler, Joan, God love her. There's a black female American comedian called Lani Love. I think she's hilarious. She like laughs at her own jokes, and I do that. So I like them. So yeah, that's who I like. And then obviously, who do I like over here? I love Catherine Ryan.
Now, you supported her on tour, didn't you? And she was lovely enough to come on the Sarah O'Connell show as well.
I saw that. Yeah, she's really nice. She's really great. She's very wise as well.
She is.
She's very wise. She has good advice. And she's quite chilled. Like, she's quite like, what will be, will be. I'm not like that. I'm the opposite. I'm like, what the fuck is
It won't be.
Yeah.
This won't be.
I'm going to end up living in a car eating dog food. That's what's my... And she's like, don't be so dramatic.
Especially, well, it's a 5-2 date, so that's probably a lot of calories. Dog food's marrowbone jelly, primarily.
Yeah, I couldn't have it today. No way. Today I'd just have to be completely miserable. But...
Cat food always looks healthier. It's got fish in it.
No, but my housemate has a cat and I'm over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to get lost.
Novelty's one off the cat food. Or just the cat.
Just the cat, it's such an asshole. And I think it killed our other cat.
Really?
Yeah. I think it got...
So it wasn't curiosity.
No, it was not. It was murder by throwing... I think well, I know he did. He chased her in front of a car. And then the car killed it. And that is proper psycho behaviour. That is someone that's thought through how they're going to get rid of it without actually doing it. And he never... I know. It was rough. And as well, the better cat died.
It's always the way the good ones go young.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's always fucking good people have shit things happen to them.
Yeah.
Same in cats.
Never seen that.
Huh?
Never seen cats.
Oh, I've never seen cats either. I just meant with those two pussies.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, you must obviously, not all gigs are the same because not all audiences are the same.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a huge following, then they might be all the same. Have you had a particular gig that stood out as being amazing, or one that was terrible? And
I loved all of Catherine's tour support dates.
yeah.
They were fun because they were like big, like 1,000 room venues, and they were really nice. And then what was a shit gig? Oh my god, I've done so many. Once I was hired to perform at a 70-year-old's birthday party in a gazebo in their back garden, and I had to hide in the kitchen with the wait staff. So that was shit.
The entire performance.
No one, so I had to wait until the performance in the kitchen, and then the kitchen staff were like, "Yeah, you stood here doing nothing. Get out washing the plates." What the fuck? No, don't want to do that. Otherwise, I'd work in a fucking kitchen.
Exactly.
So that was hard. Not late. I've not had to. Lately, I mean, my thing is the travel. Anywhere you have to travel longer than an hour for, that's when I start getting eye rolly and be like, shit, there, even if it was great.
You should start just inviting people to you.
Yeah, I mean, I do bloody try. And then, because, like, for example, I live in London, and one of my favourite places to perform is Glasgow, but that is a nightmare to get to, because that is very north.
Would you fly there? Do you get a train?
So I'm scared of flying, so I only do it if there's going to be something amazing at the other end. So like Barcelona, I'm willing to fly to, because then you can meet a man called Juan, and well, I'll let you write the rest of that sentence.
Or a couple of them, maybe one or two.
Yeah. I was in Barcelona at the weekend, and I blew a guy called Juan, except I don't know if his name really was Juan. it could have been David, but I didn't get it. So he was definitely Spanish, so that's why I named him Juan.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's quite a romantic story.
It was really romantic. He bought me a shot, and the shot was blue, which I've never seen before. So I think he gave me bleach, and then took advantage of me. And I also can't breathe through my nostrils, so...
But if it was bleach, it's amazing for teeth whitening.
Wait a minute, that's so true. And my teeth are white. Because of Juan's dick.
Which brings me nicely on to... so your tour at the moment, the tour that I'm looking forward to watching tonight, is called Nation's Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Now, what can you tell me about this tour? What can we look forwards to? What will you be discussing?
Oh, well, no topics off the table, and every show's a little bit different. So I called it Nation's Sweetheart because I read The Secret, and they said that you've got to put out there what you want. So I want to become the new Cheryl. So I've kept telling people that I'm her maternity cover. And it's really a conversation. It's a gossip. It's everything that's been going out. Like, I talk to the audience if I want to. If they're boring, I don't talk to them. And it's just funny. So I'll talk about everything from, so what's in this show? So I talk about sex, I talk about education, I talk about family, talk about the Orlando shootings, because I like to keep it upbeat. And yeah, I mean, I do a lot about dating because I'm trying to find a man. If I can find a man that is a lawyer, which, by the way, I did find a man last night in Canal Street in Manchester, also called Stephen, was a lawyer, and I was like, that's it. He's the one. And I actually got on with him, which I find very difficult, because what happens is a lot of time is people try and make jokes and they're not funny, and then you have to fake laugh, and then you have to ghost them. And then with him, I was like, oh, he's actually quite funny and charming. Only got a fucking boyfriend. Can't win.
It's always a way.
Found him.
Yeah.
Taken. And I messaged him before, and I was like, you bought me chips and cheese at the end of the night. Does that mean it was a date? And he was like, no, Stephen, it can't be a date because I have a boyfriend. It's like, it can't be a date because no one fucking did anything with anyone. Coffee's not a date.
It's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. Well, coffee is a nightmare because it runs right through.
It does. Unless you get it in your mouth. Otherwise,
What's...
down the side.
It does go down. Well, I never get it down the side, but it does go into me. It goes in my mouth and then straight out my
Really?
back mouth. Yeah.
It's not good. I'm more of a tea person.
Me too. I love tea.
I love tea bag.
Me too.
It's a really good way of getting to know people. A cup of tea.
Yeah. Are you the mug?
Sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
So they tell me. I just believe them.
We talk about the same thing.
Yeah.
Teabagging.
Yeah, of course.
Great, bro.
So you sit on their face and then you make a drink.
Well then, yes, that is it. That is it. That is it. I wish that.
Sometimes with a kettle.
Yeah, sometimes. Jesus, what are you into, girl?
Nothing at all. Just a normal thing. Just salad, walks.
Me too. I once said to someone on Grindr, actually, I was like, he was like, what are you looking for? And I was like, just someone to go for a walk in the park with. And then he blocked me.
Oh.
I mean, I tell that story in this show, so I've ruined it for you. But there's another hour's worth of stuff, so.
But people seeing this won't see it till after they've seen the show.
That's true.
So spoiler-free zone.
Spoiler-free zone.
Which brings me very nicely onto the right stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've got a very specific question to ask you in a minute, but first of all, what did you do on The Right Stuff?
So I work behind the scenes on The Right Stuff. So I was a production person, and that's when I started comedy. Yeah. And it was really fun. He's a really nice man, Matthew Wright. And I would honestly, I was there for 2 years, and it was 2 of the best years of my life. I really loved it. I even loved the early mornings, but I'd only just moved to London, so I think I found all of it a bit of a novelty. I never understood what was going on because they're all a lot smarter than I am. They speak about like the news, and I don't. And yeah, it was really fun. I was also there, I think it was like the 15th anniversary as well when I was there. Really? So we had this big party, and I met all these like childhood stars. Like I met like Angelica Bell, like Gail Porter and stuff. So, I mean, I was in my element. My dad used to love Penny that read the news on GMTV. She was on it once, so I got the autograph.
Penny from GMTV. That's quite incredible.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
Now, what I think I need to know is, on The Right Stuff, did they ever sing the New Kids on the Block song?
What New Kids on the Block song?
It's called The Right Stuff.
Oh! I'm going to go with no, but even if they did, I wouldn't know because I didn't know that was a song.
Really disappointed.
I'm really sorry.
Because every time I hear that it's on, I just get that song in my head.
Well, a girl I used to work with at the NHS is obsessed with New Kids on the Block, and she goes on like the cruises and like tweets them like she knows them. I don't think she does. So
It's a bit confusing now because they've teamed up with Backstreet Boys, so they're NKOTBSB, New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys.
I mean, I don't know a lot about that, but I do know I like the Backstreet Boys.
You do?
I do. I want it that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
No. Yeah. Love them.
I love them.
But they also wore white and never seemed to spill anything on them, which I find impressive because I've spilled mango here. Can you see? That's not tinkle. That is mango from my salad. So I shouldn't wear light colours. What a fucking nightmare.
It's not like you're going on stage, you'll be fine, nobody will.
Well, I've got an outfit change. I do it, but yeah, this is just my pyjama top I wear for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, you don't need to tell me that, I see it every day.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Because you don't close your windows.
And you're the one I'm ordering Nando's for.
Thank you.
Very welcome. I love to feed my stalkers. I just feel thrilled that anyone would do it.
That's not what following on Twitter means, you know.
You just said you're outside my window.
Yeah, but separately, that's not what I mean. I mean, I am still stalking you, obviously.
Yes.
So
Maybe I'm stalking you. Maybe I've manipulated this whole thing to make it think that you're stalking me.
you see, it wouldn't work because I'm really indecisive, so it would never go anywhere. Be like, you decide.
That's like every relationship I've ever been in.
Huge problem. It's like it's counselling as well. It's good to get this stuff out.
I feel like that's what my whole act is. It's just me getting free therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you pay me so I can be therapized,
Yeah.
which is a word.
There's a word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an artist.
Language is always evolving
Language is always evolving.
or devolving.
Because isn't like LOL in the dictionary now?
Well, the thing is, my wife is called Elle, so that's just how I say hello to her.
LOL. Oh, I love
I
that.
know.
I've got wind.
True story, before I came up here, She's Like the Wind was playing on the radio from Dirty Dancing.
What was playing on the radio?
She's Like the Wind is from, yeah.
That's why I have wind. Then.
That's why you've got it.
Yeah.
That's why that happened.
Bloody mango salad.
It could be.
When you try and be healthy and have to live on under 500 calories for a bloody day.
Well, you're doing quite well because most of it went down your trousers.
No, so I probably have a spare 100 calories for later. That's a snacker jack if ever I saw.
It's very exciting.
I love a snacker jack.
Which flavour?
Salt and vinegar.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's the only one that doesn't taste like cardboard.
I don't mind chocolate.
I don't mind chocolate.
Not the Snacker Jacks.
wrong.
They're different.
That's where it's going wrong.
Not a fan of the toffee flavour.
No.
It's not good.
Tastes like polystyrene.
It does.
Yeah.
So, which brings me perfectly onto the best segue ever. Safe Word, Series 2, you were on the panel.
I was on the panel. Well, get this as well. For my audition, I had to roast a pussycat doll, which was so easy because they're so stupid. But then for the main show, I had to roast a rugby player.
Did you?
And I kept calling it a football player up until filming. So I was like, who's this footballer I've got to roast? And they were like, you need to learn that this is a rugby player. And I was like, maybe it would be funnier if I called him a football player. But no, I really enjoyed that. It was nice to get paid to be a bit mean.
It's good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it was nice to be with Catherine Hobbs. Yeah, it was a good one.
Do you get much sort of notice in advance who you're going to be roasting and much time to prepare stuff? Or
I think I got like a week or two. Yeah, I got a good amount of time, which was good because if they would have given me any celebrity, I could have done it. When they give you a sports celebrity, I was like, this needs research.
who knows about them?
No, I didn't until afterwards.
A week is pretty good because normally when I think of something to say to someone, they've already walked off.
Yeah.
And then-
I'm a lot like that. I'm like, oh, I should have told them that.
I've printed that too small and I can't read it. It really is too small. There's 18 things written down.
So many
There's so many things. All just things I've observed through your window.
Yeah.
I know.
How do you feel about the way I dance when I get out of the shower?
I really like it. It's kind of like a windmill when it's raining.
Excuse you. That sounds like I've got like a massive asshole or something. Which I do.
I thought you were single.
I am single. That's why it's massive.
Oh, I thought you got rid. I thought you got rid of the asshole.
Oh, I mean, I've got rid of a few assholes, but sometimes now I'm starting to think I just should have stayed with one of the bloody assholes. So hard out there. Everyone that's nice has got a boyfriend. Maybe I'm not nice.
What you should do, add them on Facebook anyway and just watch their relationship statuses. If it goes to it's complicated, then do the poke thing.
Oh, I'm ready. I've got a list of ones I'm ready to jump on. Yeah.
Now, you were on Big Brother's Bit on the Side, if memory serves from reading it a few seconds ago. And so there's a new series starting very soon. Are you an avid watcher of the show? Do you think you'll be tuning in?
Yeah, no, I love Big Brother. I mean, I prefer the celebrity ones because, like, when normal people go on and are a bit odd, I'm like, you've just picked the worst people of society. So I find there's less enjoyment. Whereas like when you put a celebrity in, it's like, you should know better. And so I really like to go for them.
So could you ever see yourself going in there yourself? Is that something you'd be open to doing? Celebrity version, obviously.
Yeah, I would love to go on it. I would absolutely love to go in it. Although I was like, because I did talk to my agent about this. I was like, I would be so good in that house. But then I was like, actually, what if I was just dead boring in the house? Because I'm quite tranquil normally, like when I'm not on stage, but I'm quite good at eye rolling, so I always think I'd be like Lauren Conrad if I went in, because like the whole of the Hills was just like eye rolls and music, wasn't it? And that's what I would be. About, oh God. And I can't hide anything in my face. No, like if I don't like someone, it's there.
But that's what they want.
Yeah. They'd zoom right in on the spot of my nose and be like, you clearly hate old Hopkins.
I think most people do.
I know.
Not a fan.
She brought on herself.
She did, all of it. So, I recently saw you in Kate's Wardrobe Secrets, where you got to speak about this stylish royal icon's fashion choices. Are you a huge fan of the royals?
Yeah, I really like the royals, because when they asked me to do it, I was like, I don't know if I know anything about fashion, but then I was like, but I do know a lot about the royals, and I have a lot of opinions, and I really stand by the fact, I don't know if it made the cut actually, but I said that Prince William, if he wasn't Prince William, because he's a prince, is like an 11, but if he wasn't a prince, he'd be like a 2, and she would not be married to him.
Controversial.
I know.
Which of the royals, if you could, would you give a fashion makeover to?
Oh, Camilla. No. Oh, what Princess set? What is?
Who had the crab thing on their head?
Yeah.
What's with the?
That was
It was like,
and
yeah, it was like the Little Mermaid or something.
yeah, I'd like to sort those two out. I mean, you'd sort out most of them. There's only Kate that can actually dress well, to be fair.
That's true. Get a series out of that.
I would like to do something like, imagine putting Harry in like a Hawaiian shirt or something. That would be fun.
You probably would do that at a party.
Catherine calls him the Duke of I Just Cambridge, and I really like that. And I agree.
Now, you are a black belt. Speaking of fashion,
Yeah.
you have a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah. I got it because it's slimming.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So I did Taekwondo when I was in school, and then got all the way to black belt.
Amazing.
I think I did it though because I fancied the instructor. In fact, I know I did fancy the instructor. I did. I would, and I still would.
If you're listening.
Well, his wife is totally on Facebook with me. Hi, Sue. So, secret revealed that he had like the hairiest chest, and like sometimes like when like you'd wear your, I can't remember what it was called, the white suit thing. I think that's karate. Yeah, we'll call it a gi. But he wore it, and then when he was showing like where you punch, you'd like pull it apart, and you'd see his chest there, and I'd be like, I'm gonna come back every single week until he marries me. Of course a 35-year-old will end up with a 14-year-old. Laws are changing.
It's good to have dreams and goals and stuff. So can you still remember all of that stuff? So, for example, have you got a unique way to deal with hecklers?
Yeah, I break their noses.
Good idea. It's a good way of doing it.
And then I call it my artistic integrity.
That's a good way of expressing yourself.
Yeah, and I always bow after I broke their nose.
Oh, you could do it no, but that's how you could do it. You could just bow at them.
Yeah.
It'd be like you're being very formal.
Yeah. But then, right up.
Break the nose.
Yeah.
So you are also, as people can probably tell listening, fluent in French.
Oui, c'est vrai.
I don't know where the toilets are, but anyway, so you're fluent in French. And according to your phone that I went through earlier, you got a 2-1, I think?
Yeah, I did.
I was so good at researching.
I did get a 2-1, and then I chose to do this for a living. I could have been like a translator living in the... Like, my friend Kate did the same course as me, and she works in this really fancy French hotel in London, doing its PR. She's married to... Or she's met a French man, fallen in love, and they're getting married in a cathedral in the south of France. Why didn't I stay doing French?
Well, I was thinking about this. Have you ever considered doing comedy in another language?
No.
No?
I struggle in this language. But as well, like, because we studied this, like, in French class, like the way we tell a joke is like retelling a story, or like theirs is almost like a haiku. So it's I don't even know how to explain it, but it'd be like 3 ducks went to the shop and then they came back. Ha ha ha. Like, it's really weird. I don't really understand it.
Once they paid the bill?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I see what you did.
Yep.
I've done a gig in Luxembourg, but I did it in English.
Did you?
I enjoyed that. And I've done it in Sweden, and I did it in English. I did it in Germany, and did it in English. And guess what? No one laughed. Then afterwards, they all came up and went, "We enjoyed that very much. You were very funny." And I was like, well, fucking Germans.
But in a way, it kind of makes sense, and I'm trying to adopt this myself because I'm actually in my mid-90s.
Yeah.
But because I don't smile, I just never, crack the moneymaker.
Yeah. I think that's the right way to go. I think that's the right way to go.
Exactly. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your creative process? How you write jokes? Do you just absorb them from life, or do you sit down with a typewriter?
Well, I do have a quill and some ink, but no, I kind of like live a life and then just tell everyone, and then I do new material nights, and if people laugh at the story, it stays in the act, and if they don't laugh, it goes out of the act. And that's how I did it. Like, I really fancied my friend Wayne. Hi, Wayne. And he's really fit, and he's half Asian, so I call him a Gaysian because I'm funny. And I went through this whole stage of being like, he's my friend, he's my friend, he's my friend. Oh, I fancy my friend. And then I got really mad one day because I texted him and he didn't respond, but he posted a picture of a jam tart on Instagram, and I was like, "That, do you know what? Oh, in the time he's done that could have been my arsehole."
Could have been.
Yeah. Pounded like a jam tart. And so people found that funny, so now it's in the act.
So do you sort of, as soon as you get off stage, just start scribbling things down, what worked, what
I
didn't?
try and record them if I can, especially not every gig, just if I know I'm doing new material, or sometimes I edit on stage, so I'll take my pen and notepad up and be like, "Oh, that was funny, just let me write that down." Yeah. Sip your drink, and then they find that really funny because I'm just writing it as I go. I did a new material thing the other week, and I was like, "Oh, people are always like, Stephen, how do you write your material?" And I was like, "Right, why bother? Live a life."
Exactly.
Live a life, losers.
So what advice, apart from that, would you give to people looking to get into comedy?
Get a real job. That is my advice. Don't do it. You don't want to be in Basingstoke on a Friday night. You want to be in the pub with your friends. However, if you're socially awkward enough to not have friends, my advice would be just stick with it. Just stick with it.
Suppose the good thing about it is you don't have to get up too early.
Well, it's really good because like you can be a drinker.
Yeah.
So like today I didn't have to get up. I mean today I had to get up early because I was travelling. But normally, yeah, you can be hungover till 2 or 3.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's really good if you're a drinker. And I was about to say, I'm not really a drinker though, so it doesn't really matter to me, but this week has proved otherwise. This is the first day in 14 days that I've not had wine. And I can feel it, like I can feel my body sweating.
But it's only the morning. Why?
I know, I could get there, I could.
Yeah.
I probably will.
You should.
I've got really bad wind today.
Has it been shoplifting? What's it been doing?
It's been shoplifting. Yeah, but it just gets you all nervous and anxious, doesn't it? And then anxiety causes wind, but it's like salmon's so expensive, but it's so healthy, so you have to make the choice.
It's ultimately worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it in the end. I ain't paying £8 for salmon, no way.
When you can only eat 200 calories worth.
Exactly. That's like this much.
not
Which
right.
once again, Wayne, is like my asshole. It's big.
I suppose it depends how big. See, if he's watching this on a cinema screen like a projector,
Yeah.
that's going to be quite...
a hot dog down a corridor.
Exactly. It's not going to touch the sides.
How many people have spoke about their assholes on your show so far?
I don't know. People don't tend to bring their partners into it.
Okay. That's where I'm different, because I'm an artist.
Exactly.
Like we keep saying. I am an artist.
You are. You also write for Huffington Post or HuffPost,
Yeah.
if you want to abbreviate it.
Yeah. And don't we all abbreves all the time?
Totes.
Natch.
Yep.
Obs. Ruffle.
Gonna make it longer. Rufflecopter.
Ran out.
There aren't any more. We've used all of them.
We've used all the abbreves.
We've used all the ones worth using.
We could tote abbreves. Ev. Word. In Ev sense. Thank you.
So, Huffington Post, you write about things such as dating and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, well, what I've been doing at the minute is, well, what I like about the Huffington Post is I can write about the stuff that I can't talk about in stand-up because I don't know how to make it funny, like stuff going on in the world. But I've started doing an A to Z of ex-boyfriends.
I've seen this.
Yeah. Because, right, me and my friend were sat at the Harvester having a catch-up, and I was like, you know, when your storage is full, and I was like, I need to get a new phone, but it's also, I just don't understand how it all works. And then I was going through and I was like, how do I delete some of these numbers? Like, I've not changed this. Like, people from like my first SIM card are still on this fucking phone. And I went through and I was like, oh, we could see who I've dated on here. I need some new stories. And we literally had an A to Z. I had someone for everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Even like X?
Yeah, because for X, right, I'd saved this guy in as Kiss Kiss Jules. So I was like, it counts, because that's how I stored it.
That does count.
F, Fit Benedict. Z, I had a Zach. There was so many.
So they don't even necessarily have to be their real names. It's just what you happen to call them.
It's just what I'd called them to remember them by. So I had like Ben Fat Ass, because he had a fat ass. I clearly liked him, otherwise I wouldn't have had his number.
Exactly.
He's still a friend of mine and he's lost so much weight, and now I'm the fat ass and he's smug about it.
I mean, it's just annoying because you have to go into your phone, edit his name.
No, I don't edit it. He's still he will always be Ben Fat Ass to me. He'll really like that I've spoke about him. He'll get a twinkle in his eye. Why didn't we ever end up together, Benjamin?
Call in, we can do a follow-up show. It's like Jeremy Kyle 3 months later.
That would be amazing. We'll get them all in. We'll get the one from last night with his boyfriend. We'll get Ben Fat Ass. We'll get Migasian. We'll have a great time.
Juan.
Oh, I didn't even get his number. My battery died. But it's okay. I got 2 other people's numbers in Sitches. So when and this one guy WhatsApped me a picture of his penis, so I put it in the Sitches WhatsApp group.
Perfect. So you are testing out material too for, I guess, the Edinburgh Fringe coming up?
Yeah, I'm doing my new show at the Fringe, Stephen Bailey Can't Think Straight, and it's really hard to say what it's about because it's not really got. I don't really do like themed shows. I do just funny stories, but it's kind of so far about. I mean, it'll change by the time I get there. Feeling good enough. Like I always reject myself before a person's done it, so I'll go, well, I won't get that job, or and I think it comes, and it's kind of like being negative on yourself through insecurity. So I won't go. So I was up for 2 jobs recently, and I got one, and I didn't get the other, and I was more bothered about the one I didn't get rather than enjoying the one I did get.
See, what I always do is sort of expect the worst but hope for the best, because then you're never disappointed.
Yeah. So it's kind of about learning that. But even like with the guys I've seen, like there was one guy where I was like, he's just so fit. So want to come at me. And then, I mean, I essentially ended it, but then was like, but he really did. And he didn't. So it's kind of about that. It's really funny. I think it's funny so far, but that's because I'm still excited by it. By the time I get to the Fringe, I'll be over it.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thanks.
Now, can you tell me, have you got any sort of career goals, aspirations, things you'd love to achieve? Would you like to be in a movie? Would you like to write a book? Are there any TV shows you'd love to be on?
I'd like my own. I'd like my own like Chelsea Lately chat show. That's what I'd like, and have it because I miss like 90s TV, like when Graham Norton was so Graham Norton, and like the Lily Savage show when people were just like naughty and risque and just. I think in comedy at the minute, on comedy TV shows, there's a lack of funny. It's all like, what's the message? And I just think, I'd like to do something where it's just funny. Yeah. And I'm not bothered about there being a message.
I mean, people just want entertainment, right?
Yeah, like, if people wanted a message, they'd YouTube a TED Talk.
Or open a fortune cookie.
Yeah. And they don't do that, so fuck them.
Exactly, both of them.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, where can people find you online if they want to follow your adventures?
So I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Stephen Comedy, Stephen with a PH. And I'm on Facebook, Stephen Bailey, and that's it. Oh, and I have a website, Stephen Bailey Comedy, but I don't really do anything with that because I don't really like technology. But still find me and I'll do something. And
finally, have you got any messages for the audience at home watching the Sarah O'Connell show, probably in the bath, they're relaxing? What would you like to say to them?
If you're in the bath relaxing, please knock one out over me. Or...
Is that knock one out or knock one out over you?
Yeah, knock one out. No. Wank.
Over you.
Wank.
Yeah. Yeah, over you.
Over me. Just be thinking about me, maybe YouTube me, Google some pictures.
This is on YouTube, this is perfect.
There we go. Well, open the other tab, Steve. Well, oh yeah, just over this now. Yeah. Like, here, I'll do a sexy pose. That was for you, Trav.
See, so it's kind of like SeaWorld now, so people in the first few rows is like the splash zone.
Yeah. What a note to end on.
Exactly, that's what I was aiming for. That's my final note, actually. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on the Sarah O'Connell show. It's been a delight to meet you and talk to you.
Thanks for having me, and lovely to meet you too.
Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to watching your show this evening, as should everybody else, but not this evening, on different days.
I hope I remember it. I've still got Barcelona brain.
It's going to be fine.
Okay.
Just make it up. They won't, unless they've seen it before, they won't know.
That's true. I think some people have that are coming because they've tweeted.
Well, best of luck with it. Thanks. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see you again very soon. Defo. I'm going to say bye to you and bye to everyone watching at home. Please be sure to share, subscribe, give the video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you all again soon for another episode of the Sarah O'Connell Show.
Bye.
Bye.